Good morning children and welcome to our English class. I am Himani and till now we have done first unit, section A, B and now we are doing section C, windmill in trouble, and today we are going to do the exercises of time to refer, right? So because the chapter is related to windmills and wind, we are going to do some terms which are related to winds. Okay, so just look here, winds and storms. Can you match these words related to winds and storms to their descriptions? Look up the dictionary to check your answers. So you can do it yourself, but still I am telling you the answers. Okay. Tempest. What is a tempest? Tempest in Hindi we can call them tufan. Means it's a strong wind, a storm. Okay. So usually tempest used in literary language. I am putting only numbering. I don't like the drawing of lines that crisscross. It becomes very confusing and untidy. So please put the numbers. Okay. So tempest used in literary language to describe a violent storm or something similar. Second, tornado. Now what is tornado? You all know. Violently spinning windstorm with a long narrow cloud. Hurricane. What is hurricane?
रुक जाओ. अरे मैंने
Third, hurricane. A powerful and destructive windstorm usually occurring at sea is your hurricane, which is also known as the tropical cyclones. Next, monsoons. What are monsoons? You all know they are winds which bring rain. So, winds that bring heavy rains to some countries. So, that is your fourth. And blizzard, a snowstorm with very strong winds. Okay. So, children, you have to do this in your book. I am writing it in text book. Okay. You have to do it in your text book, that is in this book itself, not in the notebook. Now let us move to the next topic of idioms. Now children, what are idioms? Idioms, yes, here it is. Idioms are expressions which have a different meaning other than what is written in the sentence. Means whatever is written in the sentence has nothing to do with it. The meaning is something else. जो लिखा है उससे बिल्कुल different meaning. Got it? So they are called idioms. So they have given one example: raining cats and dogs. Now cats and dogs have nothing to do with the rain, but yes, when we say that it's raining cats and dogs, means it is raining heavily. Got it? So see, the cats and dogs are different, but the meaning for which they stand is totally different. Got it? So here are some of the idioms and we have to find out their meanings. So children, I am just telling, this exercise has to be done in the notebook. Okay? So please do this exercise in the notebook. So first is winds of change. First is winds of change. Winds of change means a series of events that are bringing change. Okay. Got it, children? Now, if of large and important events. What does winds of change mean? It means a chain of events, a series of important and large events. Got it? Now the second one, a straw in the wind. Now what does it mean? It means that estimation of what is going to happen. What does it mean? A straw in the wind means we are estimating, हम अंदाजा लगा रहे हैं कि what might happen. Okay, so it is estimation of events. Events to happen in future. Get wind of something. Get wind of something means to get an idea कि what is going to happen or what is happening around you. है ना? तो it is idea of things or events happening around. Idea of, I'll mention this word, secret things. Gupchup है ना? Your teachers, they quickly get the wind of your activities, right? When you are doing something wrong, you are cheating, you are sharing, whatever you are doing, your teachers quickly come to know what is going around. Right now, it means they get the idea of all the secret activities that are carried on by you. So that is to get the wind of something. What does it mean? It means to get the wind of something. Teachers को पता लग जाता है आपकी सारी बदमाशियाँ. Okay. Now fourth, get the wind about something. Means to get wind up about something. Now what does it mean? It means to make a person anxious, upset, frightened, किसी को डरा देना. To make someone anxious or upset or frightened. Got it? Now next, fifth. See which way the wind is blowing. In Hindi also we call it हवा का रुख किस तरफ है. Means to see how the events are going, in which direction the things are going. चीजें और घटनाएं किस तरफ जा रही हैं, हवा का रुख किधर है. Got it? So it means got it? The last one. Take the wind out of somebody's sails. Sails बोथ में से मीन्स निकाल देना, मतलब गॉन, बोथ इज गॉन, मीन्स टू डिमिनिश, या किसी का एंथुजियाज्म, किसी पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड, दैट पॉजिटिव थिंग, दैट पॉजिटिव एनर्जी इज रिमूव्ड। आप किसी को इतना डिमोटिवेट कर दो, आप किसी को इतना नेगेटिव कर दो कि वो आगे बढ़ ही ना पाए। Got it? So, to take the wind out of somebody's sails, to diminish. Diminish means to reduce or finish it. Diminish someone's enthusiasm, or positivity about an event or activity or something. Okay, like a program is coming up, we are going to put up a program on some event, and we are preparing with great enthusiasm and so much of interest, and something happens and somebody scolds you, and then sara maza kirkira and all your enthusiasm and everything goes down, and then you say chodo yaar, leave it. Right now, so that is called take the wind out of somebody's sails. So children, I have written the answers here, and I want you to do these answers. I want you to do these answers in your notebooks. See children, I can't provide PDF of each and everything. Providing PDF, I can do it, but I will not do, because what I am observing is that you people are not watching the video. You are directly opening the assignment, copying the work and sending it. Children, I don't want clerks bullying who are simply writing. I want you to gain your knowledge, to listen what I am explaining. Your knowledge should be there. You should have the knowledge, and after understanding, you should write. Got it? So we are writing something just as a token that yes, we have done it, and I remember these, and if in case in future I happen to forget, I can refer these notes. That is why we are doing the written work. But मुनीब की तरह हमें बही खाता नहीं रखना है. I don't want that बही खाता. I want the knowledge. Got it? That is why I will not give you the PDF of this exercise. You have to do it from the video itself. That is why I have written it on the board. Otherwise, I would have just explained it verbally. So children, I'll just get aside so that you get a glimpse of the whole board, and you can pause the video over here and you can write your answers. Children, this exercise of noun, gender and number we will do in our next video, as this video has become too long, and I think 2 exercises are sufficient for you to do as homework. I am not going to provide you any PDF for these. You have to watch the video and do your answers. Is it okay, children? Thank you.